Fashion students in Bangladesh show off their design flair. As world demand for the country's textiles accelerates, this creativity is being turned into one of the most effective tools for economic development. Bangladesh's exports of ready-made garments and other textiles earned $18 billion in 2010, and that figure's projected to keep on climbing despite the global economic freeze. But as business booms, the industry is in danger of becoming a victim of its own success. It's struggling to meet the demand for young talent in fashion design and textile technology. Afsana Vermi is a distinguished student at the Institute of Fashion Technology in Dhaka. She came second in a prestigious international competition with this design, themed on nature and using natural materials.
My inspiration comes from the slum people, and you can see he's a rickshaw puller. He pulling a very colorful rickshaw, but where he lives there has no bright color. So I picked the rickshaw and developed all my design from this rickshaw. This is a rickshaw wheel, and I have created many designs from one rickshaw wheel. And it comes from rickshaw hood, and I take this shape from rickshaw hood.
She's one of nearly 500 students who graduate from the institute this year with a degree in various areas of fashion design and technology. Another 500 will complete diploma and certificate courses at the institute, which was set up by the Bangladesh Garment Manufacturers Association. The institute is strongly supported by the Better Works and Standards programme, known as BEST, part of the United Nations Industrial Development Organisation UNIDO, funded by the European Union and the Norwegian Development Organisation NORAD. The contribution of the institute is expected to be recognised soon with the granting of full university status, and the number of graduates will increase. The sooner the better for Violatex, one of Bangladesh's fastest growing companies, which is totally geared to exports. They take on students from the institute even before they've completed their courses. Some of the biggest international brands have strong links with Violatex, the company's young designers helping to develop their products at the manufacturing base in Dhaka. A recent international report predicted a tripling of textile exports from Bangladesh by 2020. It took many in the industry by surprise, but not the Violatex chairman, Razul Hassanat. It is, though, a reminder of pressing issues facing the industry.
These are the challenges, these are the real challenges. Like we have year-on-year growth is 20%. So 20% growth of $20 billion or $18 billion business, not the 20% growth of $2 billion business or $3 billion business. Like if you look at the Sri Lanka or let's say any other country, 3, 4 or let's say $10 billion business volume, 10% means $2 billion. In our case, of course, it's a $3 to $4 billion year-on-year growth. To handle this business, we need the right kind of human resources. So it is quite challenging within a years to pump in or develop this kind of human resources. So definitely we need to look at this part.
The urgent demand for talent is reflected at the other end of this booming business too, with the need for engineers, the people who are going to run the textile mills in Bangladesh and develop new products. This is the National Institute of Textile Training, Research and Design, where there's been a radical modernisation to address that shortage, again with the help of UNIDO and the EU. A much bigger role has been given to private enterprise, and more graduates are being turned out. The principal, Dr. Ayub Nabi Khan, looks to a time in the medium-term future when Bangladesh could be self-sufficient in qualified talent.
What we need at this moment, actually, we have shortage of use manpower, because by 2015 we need around 65,000 textile graduates. So, but at present capacity we can only produce 2,000 to 3,000 graduates every year. And the government has given opportunity to open the textile department in private education institutions as well. And by this time we have around 15 universities who have textile departments. And in 2-3 years' time, around 6,000 textile graduates will come out every year. And in that case, we can serve the need of the industry.
It's a braided structure with carbon.
Students here are being introduced to the huge potential of textile applications which Bangladesh could start to exploit. It's not just about fashion.
Can you see simple devices?
Dr. Subhash Anand is a visiting professor from the UK and a renowned expert on technical textiles.
I have a couple of arteries here we call vascular prostheses, and they are used when we have damaged or calcified arteries when we can't use them anymore. And these are the simple ones, and as shown here is more complicated a set of arteries here, but these are permanent implants, and please remember they're all made from textile materials. In this case it's a polyester material. I also have here a heart valve, an aortic heart valve, and this is again used just above the heart to, and it's one-way valve, and it lasts all your life. I think Bangladesh, although at the minute they're producing basic textiles, basic garments, but I think in time, as the education increases, as the awareness increases, they will be able to produce these products which are now produced in Europe.
International markets are increasingly turning to Bangladesh, which already has the labour force and the factory capacity. Impressive efforts are now being made, with outside help, to provide the young talent in design and technology to match that.